guys, so I have two things for you. One, organize your binder so you're not left with all this stuff. And two, at one point or another, Mr. Reese will make you cry, but in the end, it's gonna be fine.
My advice for you is to read your packets and do your assignments. Watch Heimler's history because his videos really help us out. Make sure you have pens. Be prepared for any surprise SAQs, LEQs, or DBQs because those were pretty rough. And just try not to stress, have some confidence in yourself, and it will all be fine.
Okay, so no matter what, if you took world history or not, you need to know all the information in this class because it is extremely fast-paced, and without it, you will fail. If you guess, you will fail. It's not like math where you could just pick up on it yourself and teach yourself. This is history. You need to know this exact information specifically. So if you do not do the reading, you will fail. I didn't read like one packet and I was off for the whole week and I needed to go back and reread everything. So please read, it is so important.
My advice for anyone taking AP World History in the future is, well, first of all, probably read everything. You don't want to fall behind on the reading. That's never fun, trust me. And also, like, don't make the class harder on yourself. Because if you have like a bad mentality going into the class, you're just gonna fall behind and it's not gonna be good. But if you just like say, screw it, I'm gonna give forth like effort, then it'll all be fine. It'll all work out. You'll do great in the class.
If you're taking AP World next year, my advice for you would be to stay on top of your work. There's a lot of readings handed out every day, and if you want to learn anything, you kind of have to read them. I would recommend at least reading them. Like, there's notes handed out with it too, but make sure you always read the packets before walking into class because they're always like discussed that day. And sometimes packets are really confusing, so watch Steve Heimler. He's going to be your best friend for the whole year. He's going to teach you everything you gotta know. Also, Mr. Reese is your friend too. Talk to him. And for like LEQs, DBQs, and all of the like everything that you need to prepare for the test, there's no way to get better at them unless you practice. So the more you do them, the better you're going to get at them.
For AP World, always make sure that you're doing the work before the due date. For us, he would give us these notes to fill out over a unit, and he would give us a set due date, but we wouldn't turn them in until the test. But he would sometimes give us surprise assignments over the notes, and we just weren't prepared for them. And make sure you watch Steve Heimler when you're trying to study, because Mr. Reese once told us that while making his test, he watches Steve Heimler, and he gets ideas from Steve Heimler on what to put on the test.
Hey, my name is Ronan Racon, and my advice to you AP students next year is that you guys stay positive. You guys always listen to Mr. Reese. He taught me a lot. He taught me you gotta always be prepared, know your stuff, practice every time. Every time he gives you a test, take it as if it was an AP test. That really helped me a lot. Gave me more time management skills. Use your notes when he gives you the opportunity to use them on tests and stuff. And always be prepared, stay positive, don't bring yourself down. You're smart enough to be in this class, you're already in it, so just prove you're smart enough. No one's asking you to be the best, they're just asking you to do the best that you can. As long as you do that and you prove yourself that and you're satisfied with yourself that you've been putting a lot of work into this class, then you'll be fine. Trust me, this class is going to be really hard, but with time and with patience, you're gonna be like super good at writing DBQs and like helping the lower classmen. Yeah, that. And listen to Mr. Reese. When he said this like thousands of times. You'll be fine. Don't stress. It's gonna be okay. The more you stress, the less fun you have in class. Enjoy the class too. And yeah, just do what you gotta do. Don't let anyone get in your way.
So you're taking the AP World History class. First of all, I want to say good luck. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of focus, and if you don't get stuff in, your grades kind of going to suffer because it's a very fast-paced class because you have to get from the 1400s all the way up to present day, and that's a lot of time, you know. So make sure you really focus in that class and get your work done. A second thing I want to say is use your resources. If you have questions, ask Mr. Reese, ask your friends. If you need help reviewing over something, go on YouTube and look up Steve Heimler. That man has so many resources, like so many videos that are really good for reviewing, especially like the day before a test. Always go and watch the Steve Heimler videos over that unit that you're going to take a test on, and just really practice all your writing skills and stuff. Like, you're definitely going to need to practice your LEQs, your DDQs, and a lot of that stuff. And then when it comes to like test day, don't stress that much about it. I had it lucky this year and I only had to write a DBQ, but even then I was still really stressed about it, even more than I should have been, because what you don't realize is that throughout the course of the class, you will write enough, and like you will write more than enough like DBQs and LEQs. Like, you'll know everything. Like, you may feel like you don't, but then you get down to it and you start writing everything and you're like, wow, this actually sounds smart. Like, I actually sound like I know what I'm doing. Like, that's crazy. So it'll all work out eventually. You just gotta trust the process and just keep trucking through. That's kind of what I did. So it was kind of crazy, but you'll get through it, and I know you guys got this, so good luck.
I would say just read the packets, keep up with them, because otherwise you're gonna be confused. I know that from experience. And if you want to like remember stuff, what helped me a lot was like highlighting things as I read. Pretty much I remembered anything I highlighted, so I would say do that. And take the notes, because they help you and they're also worth a lot of points. So.
Hi, some advice I have is basically do the work. When Mr. Reese assigns the readings and notes, do them the day they're assigned. They can take some time when completing, but it's hard to get caught up again if you wait to do them. Another piece of advice I have is make friends and be active in the class. This class can get tough and it is a lot of work, but you can also have some fun, which makes things a little less stressful. Good luck, you guys got this.
3 tips for you to pass world history. A. Do the reading. You need to know the information. If you can't do the reading by the time the class is starting, Heimler's history it. B. Know your classmates. Know your fellow WHAPers. It will make things so much easier on group work and if you miss a class and need to catch back up. And C. Communicate with Mr. Reese. He is not your enemy here. He will help you. 99% of the time, your enemy is College Board.
So you're taking AP World History, and it's either because you chose to or it was given to you, but regardless of the circumstances, I'm here to tell you that you really are going to have to work hard to be able to pass the class and pass the exam in May, because at the end of the day, that is your main goal, is to earn the college credit that you'll be working so hard for. This class is going to take a lot of effort and time management because of the amount of content and material you're going to have to learn by the test day. I personally use Steve Heimler to grasp all the content and main ideas of each unit because sometimes the packets and the reading can be confusing, but you just have to make sure you can get it in there one way or the other. The last thing I will say is to make sure you practice writing LEQs, DBQs, and SAQs because it's important to know how to write them properly. It's going to be confusing at first, but you will get to the point where writing them is no problem. All that being said, I wish you all good luck in this class and hope you all get 3s, 4s, and 5s on the exam in May.
Hey guys, my name is Santino. If I was to give any advice to the AP kids for next year, I would say don't procrastinate. Get all your work done by the due date. I put so many things off throughout the year that I wish I would have took the course a little more serious. It was really tough to come back from. I found myself stressing on a grade a lot of times when I really shouldn't be. It's really easy points, really easy assignments. Your readings too, you need to do the readings. You need to sit down every night, do the readings. I know it's hard, I know it's tough, I know you don't want to do it, trust me, I know. But at the end of the day, it only helps you, and you need that to pass the class. Steve Heimler too. Steve Heimler should be your best friend throughout the course. He makes the YouTube videos, it's real easy, real simple to follow along, makes it enjoyable, fun experience. So yeah, that's it. Just sum it up, just do your work, don't procrastinate, and watch Steve Heimler.
Alright guys, I'm Joey Brewer, and I'm about to slap you guys with 3 easy peasy tips to pass your AP World History modern class. So, first things first, actually, you guys probably see me around. Oh my god, you in the AP class? But, basically, the first tip I give you guys is to read your note packets. He's gonna slide you guys with like these 30-page like looking packets, and you're gonna be like, nah, I'm not reading it. But basically, skim through them, please. I sometimes didn't read them at all, but I still made it. Just put some sort of effort to reading them, skim through it, whatever you gotta do to retain some knowledge about whatever you're doing, because it's gonna be like, you're gonna be on your own like that. He's gonna ask you guys, like, oh hey, any questions? But besides that, you gotta know yourself. It's not like normal classes. And the second tip I give you guys would be to study for your test. I mean, obviously, come on, you can do that in a normal class. Please do it for an AP class. And the last tip I give you, it would be, God, your AP exams. Like, you're like, oh my god, it's an AP exam in college, and you're gonna be freaking out. But like, nothing is that serious. Calm down. You're not gonna explode. You gotta focus. It's a college freaking thing. You're gonna get college credits, and it's important. Oh my god, that doesn't help. I'm scared. I'm scared of college. But nothing's that serious. You don't get the college credit, you're gonna get the experience, you're gonna get the high school credit, whatever. God, calm down. Drama queens. But basically, God, it'd be a challenge for you to fail the class. Mr. Reese is literally a saint. Trevor, you are a saint. If you fail, you didn't do something wrong, you did everything wrong. Like, that's a yikes. But basically, you guys are gonna make it. God, just focus. You got it.
Whoa. Hello. My name's Bess. My Instagram handle is at ANDRIJABES. Go give me a follow. I'll follow you back. Some tips I have for AP World is to make sure that you read. You just have to know what's going on in the class. So you're going to get notes and you're going to get readings. If you're not going to do the notes right away, you just need to read. Like, it's a priority because we're going to be talking about what you read in class. And if you're lost, you're just never going to learn anything. And for DBQs and LEQs, which is part of the exam, like the AP exam that you need for college credit, you just need to know information like on the top of your head without looking at like documents and everything. So to get those points, you just have to make sure that you're reading, and it'll help you pass. Another thing that I would suggest doing is watching a lot of Steve Heimler. He does a bunch of like note videos and like a bunch of videos on like how to do a DBQ, how to do an LEQ, and all that kind of stuff. So
Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about AP World. Honestly, if you guys are going to take this course, I suggest taking it seriously, and I feel like that should go for like every AP course. If you plan on picking off with someone this year, I suggest just like dropping AP World, just don't even take it. This course isn't just about facts of history. You have to understand why things happened in history and how that would affect events in the future. Sometimes this class is going to feel extremely overwhelming, especially if you guys are taking chemistry, but you're going to get through it. I got through it, my classmates got through it, you're going to be fine. High school is all about time management. I hate to break it to you guys, but high school is going to get harder with every passing year. Steve Heimler and Mr. Reese will help you pass this class. Another thing I'm going to say is that if you don't do your work, you're just going to flat out die. The only person that can sabotage you is you and College Board. You have to understand that work is your responsibility. Do not take this out on Reese. I know you're gonna be mad at him sometimes, but that's okay. So just do your work on time.
become family with your class. I promise, like, being a family with your class is just gonna make WAP so much more enjoyable. Like, you're gonna have a lot more fun if you guys aren't, like, separate. I hope you guys have a great year. You're gonna be fine. And as much as Reese says that he doesn't care, and he brings up that story about how he got his job at Whiting, he really does care. And so, yeah, if you have any questions, always ask Reese, and you're gonna be fine. Bye, guys. Hey guys, today we are